Hello.
I'm Rob.
I'm Jason. I'm still
Dan.
setting up the
Hello.
things.
Jesus Christ. Get on top of the ball.
Get on top of that ball.
Get on top of that ball.
Get on top of that ball. Get on top of that ball. So this, a lot of times we make spec commercials. This is one of the ones we have made. We made it for Loctite, which is a super glue.
Taking something that was in 3 phases of the object's life. Happy phase, it's broken and we neglect it phase, and then it gets repaired and we get happy again.
They wanted to show that the object was owned, that it was broken, and that the object itself, reflecting back on the good times that it had when it was first purchased and had interactions with its owner, and then to the repair, and then actually on to the everything is wonderful now that it's been repaired.
We came up with the idea it was going to be a lamp. It was going to be an actual lamp. And we were going to animate it off camera. We were going to animate it off camera to make it look like an animated lamp. That's what we ended up finding. But it was a long,
very cool lamp.
Yeah, but the thing was, it was a very long process to find that lamp because first we just wanted to find a lamp. The lamp needed to break at some point, and then we needed to repair it. So most of the lamps we found were made of like stone or steel or wood or things that we couldn't physically break at all, even if we tried. At the end of the day, we found this guy who was an actual person, and an actual lamp at the same time. By the way, Dan was not involved.
I wasn't really involved
in this process.
So I'm hearing all this for the first time.
This shoot took 3 days. One day was in Stephanie's place, one day was in the club, and then one day was in your place as the therapist.
Yes.
Everything was practically done with Rob doing the puppets, the puppeting.
I puppeteered the
therapy. Stephanie was the lead in the shot, and then I tried to do everything else because there was no more crew. This was the stock intro that they wanted us to do with everything. The title of what the show was about.
No dialogue, no even people mouthing words. Wow. And then they provided this song.
The song itself, before we even shot, it gave us a very clear, like, this is the beginning section, this is the middle section, this is the end section. Which is actually better to have a forced song because it was like, well, this is it. This shot, actually, to start from the very beginning, took a bunch of times just to do this pan up, because I think this was handheld.
Well, we tried with both tripod and handheld.
Does that work? No.
We wanted to pan up and to have her continue walking in this shot, so then when we get to the next shot, she stops. You see the lamp is flickering. That was our idea of making the lamp appear that it's broken. It's flickering, it's broken. When we showed a shot of the actual lamp with a broken neck, it doesn't really look like it's got a broken neck. So you see it later when you twist the neck and we glue it, but other than that, it wasn't really prominent that it was broken. This was all in Stephanie's apartment.
Yeah, and so I'm making the lamp flicker, plug the lamp into power strip, and we're just flicking the power strip on and off.
Yeah, that is actually the broken part.
It's broken.
It's broken, you just have to call it out that it's broken. But I love that shot right there. That's a great,
angry,
like, Sam Raimi-ish.
How dare you?
Yeah. We were trying to convey is they've had like a rocky relationship for a while. The fact that the lamp is flickering, that's what gets on her nerves. That's like the lamp is bickering and complaining and whining, and she's just pissed off about it.
Yeah, couples, half of them is an inanimate object, have a fight.
Yeah, so this was the first shot that we actually did the fake puppeting of the lamp. As you can see it move in this shot.
Turn the lamp so he turns to look at her.
And then this was like the flashbacky thing. Like the two of them locking eyes, the good times, and then we go into the actual good times.
Great. And you're all dead.
So we see a lovely LED light bulb
that's a black light bulb.
And we colored a lot of those lights.
Colored all these lights.
And red.
We bought 2 club laser lights.
We did. We bought club laser lights.
Which worked really well. And this is also the first shot that we had the actual smoke machine.
and then there's random smoke in the background.
So this is them meeting, and that you can see all these different lights.
So yeah, this
I forget-
spirally one was one
Yeah.
of the clubby lights.
Yeah.
There was a projector shooting onto them from here.
Mm-hmm.
That's what gives this light. This was a back Lico that we had a pink gel on. Projector on them, and then the flashy strobe club light, I think, was up here shooting
Yeah.
down at just the DJ. So this was all normal speed, and then the slow
So
motion was
yeah,
coming
then
up
the
here.
slow motion in front of these great
And then how
bank
did
of
you,
TVs.
for the lamp, how did you get it to move?
So we
Were
put it
you-
on a dolly, and I'm puppeting it on a dolly towards Steph. Lamp itself was sitting on a trunk that was on the dolly, and then we see the laser from the one of the DJ
We had
lights.
two
that we
lasers,
put-
one there and then one right here.
Yeah.
These are all
Yeah.
the actual practical TVs,
TVs
that were on.
they just had there. Yeah.
We had a pink light up here shining down on both of them. We had a blue light hitting this side here. This is the side where all
And
the
just
smoke
tons
was
of
coming.
smoke. Yeah. Stephanie made the hands because there were times in the script that we needed the hands to meet. She made these false hands
Out of paper mache.
out of paper mache. Yeah, paper
Wow.
mache and little plastic.
There was a bunch of other scenes written originally that the hands were gonna like come up and
Yeah,
touch
like
its
caress her
face
face
or touch
and
her
all
face
that.
or something like that. It was just so hard because the hands are so close to him.
Yeah,
we
and the
just ended
hands
up
are
using
not to
this.
scale.
So this is just a projector right behind everybody. Pink light from this side, blue light from that
Mm-hmm.
side, and then a shit ton of smoke. But no, this is a really good shot. The shot worked well.
Yeah.
This is another
Stephanie-
shot.
Stephani's face is so expressive.
Yeah.
She really did. Yeah,
It's
She did a really
great
good job in this one. This was we had a bunch of different versions of this thing as well.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah.
hand touching
We did
her.
the hand
Yeah,
touching
yeah.
her.
There was
her
a dog
recoiling
that
from
ran
it.
around
Yeah,
all
it was
the
a dog.
time.
Oh my god, the dog was
And
great.
we had the dog jump up and interact with her. And some
yeah,
bits.
she was like feeding the popcorn to the dog.
I only know the chorus. But that's all with bye-bye. But I tried. I tried.
That's in a stage that's like
That's a
literally
stage. It's
5 steps
Away from
right
that,
from
yeah.
this part right here.
Right.
Rob is puppeting
And
this
puppeting the lamp.
lamp right there, which he couldn't really see the screen.
I
So a
couldn't- yeah,
lot
I
of it
couldn't
was
see what
me
was going
telling
on.
him up, down, lower.
Because he's supposed to be singing with her.
Hmm.
Kept trying to get into the mic, and I kept smacking her in the head
Yeah.
with the lamp.
I have a habit of writing things that animate inanimate objects. I think it's funny. It was rough at first, but I think you got there with it.
Karaoke club's on fire!
There's a fire in here, but we're gonna keep singing.
This was them moving in together.
There's a bunch of ideas that we didn't have time to do. One of which is we were going to have them have a romantic dinner.
Oh, yeah,
And the lamp was going to lean in to kiss her and get caught on fire. Actually shot that was longer that started over here and panned over, and you saw Stephanie's clothes, lampshade,
Yeah,
lampshade,
lampshades.
and then them coming in frame. So this worked well because the joke was we wanted to have her kind of flirt with the extra lamp bulb that she finds in the
Yeah, she finds
case
the
of
lamp bulb.
flames.
And then we have this, the tear running down the face of the lamp. Initially it was soap, and then I used a syringe, and then it would run down, but it didn't run down fast enough. The soap was too thick. So I did a mixture of soap and water, and that's what ended up being in there.
What was that? And I'm done.
So
Yeah.
that was the reaction of all I remember
Aw.
the good times.
Yeah.
That's back to the present.
Yeah, it's back to the
So
present.
she remembers the good times. He's sad about the times gone by.
Yeah.
And then the next thing
It
is
is
grabbing
taking him to therapy.
1, 2, 3. You look, and then when you look back to the doctor, it's the hand. Yeah.
This was me as a therapist. He made a cookie.
Just so we can get some kind of texture in the
Something there.
background here, since we wanted kind of like a dark therapist shot.
Yeah.
This is Rob with a big beard.
That is
Yeah,
that
your
is-
beard looks very.
That is a very
large.
full beard and looked like a psychotic Russian.
And I think we added a
was
little bit
another,
of fill
yeah.
on these, but pretty much we wanted to use the actual light
practical lights,
sources.
yeah.
So this was the You see, this is what I'm talking
yeah.
about. This is what annoys me is I'm trying to have a conversation
Yeah.
with him, and all he wants to do is complain.
Is
and his complaining
is
is
complaining
the
that
fact
his neck is broken.
Yeah.
They were like, you need to have something that shows them putting on the glue, and then it takes 60 seconds.
Took a couple takes to actually glue it.
Yeah, and then, well,
because
it took
this
a couple
material
takes,
was
and then-
not a lot good material. So then here's our recreation of when they met.
Yeah, when they met, the hand
when
grab.
they're coming back together and they're happy.
Now, originally we had the doctor react with throwing an arm around his lamp. But again, we had to cut it for time.
But just to get this shot though was a pain in the dick. The focus needed to be on this exact point right here.
You had to hit record, and then you had to operate the hand.
Oh, and operate the hand, that's right.
Oh.
This
We
shot.
did a crib, and we used my laundry basket.
Yes. So this was the issues were get the crib in shot, get both Stephanie and the lamp's head in shot, and not too high, not too low. So that
Right.
was there was a bunch of different takes.
We did that.
There was a
Which
couple
is actually
things
a
here.
candlestick.
It's a candlestick here,
Interesting.
and then an actual lamp shade that we found, and then my little pen flashlight
little-
out the back here and through and ends
And
right
that's where
about
we have-
here.
yeah.
Go, and leave.
Yeah, so that's Loctite. Thank you for listening to us rant for however long we ranted.
All right.
Probably way longer than we should have.
Yep.